Everyone. Hopefully it's working here. Seems to be having some kind of internet troubles. Just on 4G, so if it drops, might have to end this, but it looks like it's going. All right. What we're going to try and do here today is replace a recoil on this air compressor. It's a nice, warm, sunny, I was going to say spring, it ain't spring, fall day. It feels like spring, feels like summer. We're in central Wisconsin, but it's going to be in the 70s today. That's awesome. Sunny. It's supposed to be like that most of the week. Yeah, I'm loving that. Summer should be year round, maybe spring too. All right. So, what we have here is an air compressor. That thing, the recoil rope broke on it a couple months ago, and we so busy we never got around to replacing it. Not only that, but we didn't have a rope. So, where'd I put my rope? Hi guys, thanks for joining. We're going to try and replace the recoil rope on this air compressor. It died a couple months ago, or it broke a couple months ago. And I didn't have a rope. So finally I said, well, let me go on Amazon and buy a rope. And sure enough, found a bunch of ropes for sale. There we are. There's where I put my rope. So I ordered some rope, and it was like next day delivery. That's awesome. It was like really cheap too. I don't remember how much, but it was just a couple dollars, $3, $4 for 3 ropes with handles. Yeah, so that was worth it. Let's see if we can get this swapped out though. I think there's going to be some trick to pulling off the recoil because there's springs in there. We don't want to just lose all its tension. So we got this little package here. Came with 3 little handles and a bunch of rope. Look at that. It looks a little skinny. Here's the old rope. There's the old rope there. Here's the new rope. Definitely skinnier. But as long as the rope doesn't break, I don't think the thickness matters too much, hopefully. If it's too thick, then it won't fit through the hole, but I think we'll be good. Hi guys, thanks for watching. We're going to try and replace the recoil rope on a gas-powered air compressor. Let's try and get, there should be 3 in here. Let's try and get these untangled here. Looks like I'm just making a big knot. Don't you hate that? When you try to uncoil like an extension cord or your shoelaces and you don't start properly and then it's all just a knot after that. There we go. I got one out. All right, so there's 2 more. Good morning, good Sunday. Maybe it's afternoon for some of you. Maybe it's night for some of you. Maybe it's Monday for some of you. Who knows? I'm going to try and replace the recoil rope on this air compressor. Seems pretty long, but it's got to wind around it a lot. I hope I don't have to cut it because they like melted the ends for us. It's a little bit skinnier than the old one. Old one, new one. Hopefully that's not a problem. I think as long as it's strong enough, we should be good. All right, so it came with a handle. I'm going to put it through the handle. This is the easy part. Then I have to go down there for the hard part. We have to take off the recoil and try not to mess with the spring system that's in there and have everything go flying and lose our tension. Yeah. All right, Assad. Hi. Thanks for joining. It's a nice warm day where I'm at. I'm inside the hoop shed here. We built this a couple weeks ago. I suppose I don't want 3 knots. That's a little too big. Let's see. That actually fit. We don't want the high chill place, 213. All right. We want to make sure that Knot's not going to pull through, because last thing you want is to be trying to pull start the engine and pulling, and woo, your knot comes loose, because then you're going to torque your shoulder, put your back out of place, kink your neck, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, that's my son. That's Timothy.
Yeah.
There he is. Yeah. All right. We're enjoying this nice, sunny, warm day here. It's fall here in Wisconsin, United States. Normally, it's probably pretty cold this time of the year, but it's nice. Ford, yeah, that's a Ford. That's a 2001 F-250. It's a diesel engine, 7.3 diesel. We got some wood stored on it. Not stored, well, it's temporarily stored. We're sealing that wood for our living room. We replaced our window, and we're going to use that wood to rebuild the inside wall and make it look all cool, hopefully. It looks clean, but once you look closer, you'll see, oh, what's with that running board? Yeah, this thing's rusty and needs some work and repairs. The hoop shed's clean because we just built it. I'm pretty sure a year from now, this hoop shed's going to be so full of stuff, you'll be like, I can't fit. I can't fit in the hoop shed. Greetings from Russia. Awesome. Thank you. Arthur Morgan. I have no idea who Arthur Morgan is. Just sell it. Just sell what? The truck? No, we want to keep the truck.
This is our snow plowing truck.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sell it.
It's our snow plowing truck. We want to keep it. Well, we're just going to rip that running board off. I just jump in anyways. Hi, Ronnie. Thanks for joining, guys. Okay, so I got the rope attached to the handle here. So we made a triple knot there. Did a square knot and then added one more just for good measure. Just sell it. Just sell her the rope. This was like a couple dollars only. We don't need to sell the rope.
Yeah.
All right.
I want to keep it.
So, yeah, hi Molly. Liked and subscribed. Awesome. Thank you, Assad. We're having a good day so far here in central Wisconsin. And we're going to pull this thing around here now, so you can see it. We need to take that off. We need to take that cover off. And there's going to be some kind of spring contraption in there. And let's hope we don't mess it up. All right, so what I did, just throw a rope on the ground here. I brought out the impact drill and a couple of sockets. We're going to find which one of these fits on there, and we're going to take off that cover. I don't know what happened to it. It's all goopy and greasy. Somebody touched it with greasy hands. It seems to always happen. All right, let's get a little bit low here, because that's where this thing is. Believe me, it would be a lot easier to do this if it was at standing height instead of, yeah, hear my knees cracking? All right, you're lagging so bad, you're like 2 seconds behind. 3/8 or 10 millimeter. Let's give it a try. 10's the smallest that I have on here.
So let's hope it's 10.
Dude, that's awesome. You know your stuff. 10 millimeter. I didn't have 3/8 on that. All right, so I think we're gonna have to like hold it when we pull it off, or else we're gonna have to rewind it once we put it back on. We'll see.
These just ain't held by rivets like the miniature go-kart.
Yeah. There's one of these that was held on by rivets. That was horrible.
That sucked. They kept on breaking.
Okay, third one. Here we go. Now comes the fun part.
Oh, it didn't flee.
Okay. So far, so good. All right, let's go ahead and stand back up here, and then let's try and wind this in. All right, let's set it on a flat surface. All right, we won't have to rewind it. Okay, thank you. There's one more bolt in the center behind that holds it all together. That's what you gotta be careful with. You're a girl. Awesome. Yeah. Uh-oh. Screwdriver.
Oh man, there is a chest in here that has screwdriver.
You want to go try and find a screwdriver? Am I doing streams every day? Not every day. Maybe in the truck here. You might have a screwdriver.
Because I totally thought one of these things had screwdriver. Oh, this is a pink chest.
All right. So yeah, I don't do them every day.
Do you get screwdriver?
No, I did.
Okay,
Yeah, maybe 2, 3, 4 times a week, depending on what's going on. That's when I will do a live stream. Some days I'm too busy. Some stuff it's not really worth doing a live stream. Like later today, I'm hoping to start the big tractor and try and move some engines with it, but that's going to be really requiring a lot of focus and concentration and manual work with 2 hands and 2 feet. That won't really be feasible to do a live stream on that. So it really depends on what I'm doing. Okay, there's the spring contraption inside there. All right, so let's get this old rope out. Well, we'll wait for that screwdriver. Having my son go find a screwdriver. He'll be back. Yeah. Tizlar, Tzylor. That's a tricky one to pronounce. What's the wrong with it? It broke. The rope broke. It got old and brittle. Yep, and it just broke. And that was like 2 months ago at least. So we just plain weren't able to use the air compressor for 2 months, and we were using this Say Taylor. Oh, that's easy. Yeah. So we just use this little tiny portable battery powered one, but that's not good for car tires. So we want the big one to work. Here comes a screwdriver. Thank you. Everyone say thank you, Timothy. All right, there we go. Now, let's get it so you can kind of see it. I'm going to hold it still and, oh, we need a straight slot.
What?
Because it's eating it. It's stripping it out.
Darn it, if only I knew.
Did you look in that side door of the truck? There might be one in the truck.
I sure hope so.
You just use the impact to start it. Call me Bob. Okay, Bob. All right. You find one? No. Wait. He's coming. He's coming. Yeah, he's got one. There's one in the truck. Hey, fella, I watched you a while back. Did you find the oil leak on the VW? No, we did not. SpongeBob water pistol. Yeah, we did not. It's not being driven very much. My daughter has it at college right now. Yeah, but thankfully she almost never goes anywhere while she's at college. So she has extra oil with her and she tops it off pretty regularly. I don't think I've seen the Beetle since like that week because that was like the week she was leaving. All right, here we go. We got a straight slot. See how little the Phillips part was? And it was just trying to strip. So we needed more grip on there. Wow.
Now we need an impact.
Well, but we won't be able to hold it.
Oh, yeah, because it'll go.
I tried drill starting an engine once. That didn't go good.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
All right. Don't feel bad. You got a Jetta sitting in the driveway that drinks a quart every couple of weeks.
Huh?
Yeah. The Beetle.
Oh, well, we also got the four-wheeler. Well, one it worked, it would always leak.
This isn't like opposite thread or something, is it?
Maybe try going the other way.
Speaking of oil, just had to add 2.5 quarts to your mom's Altima. Yeah. Oil.
Oil's expensive.
Oh, that ain't coming off.
Oil is really expensive.
Yeah, it's very hard to get off. The thing was like 1/5 quart left on the dipstick. I wonder. And the problem is it's all going to move. Actually, no, that's attached to here. If we get it on the impact somehow, if we can get a flat head on the impact, how come they just didn't put the same bolt head on that as they put on the outside? Well, everything's mirrored. If you look at my words here, you probably can't read them. So everything's mirrored on this live stream for some reason. I cannot figure out how to fix that.
Yeah, y'all.
All right, so
That looks real weird.
we need a straight slot bit to put in
Okay,
there.
I'll go get one that like an impact straight spot.
Yeah, are you going to be able to find one? Because I'm not sure if we have
I
one.
think I know where they are.
Let's see if he has any luck. Meanwhile, I'll keep trying this. Hopefully I don't strip it, because then we're in trouble. Ooh. Why? Oh, that's on there hard. Yeah, the pull string's broken. I'm trying to turn it counterclockwise, so that way. To you, it looks like I'm turning it clockwise because it's mirrored. And you just got that little itty bitty connection there to get some kind of a tool on. Phillips ain't doing it because look at that. That'll just slip out. And as much torque as we need to take that off, I really wish it was these. And they had these on the outside, like that. Why wouldn't they have just put, well, it'd have to be a longer bolt, but no, it's not the biggest screwdriver. We could probably find a bigger one. That would give us more leverage. Let's see if he comes back with a bit for the impact. Because if we can get some kind of a large straight slot flathead on this thing, that will hopefully bump it off. Yeah, let's go join him. I need a number 3 wide flathead. Nice shirt, thank you. Yeah, it's difficult to find shirts for working around the house and around the projects around the yard because they get dirty so easily. And then if I'm going on a video here, I don't really want to wear a super stained, nasty shirt. But then if I wear a nice shirt, then I get it dirty. See, my hands are already getting dirty. All right, hi. Gotta stop walking to read it. Deslam. Hopefully I didn't say that too bad. All right, so that's the hoop shed we were in a minute ago. Walking to find either a larger screwdriver or a bit to put in the impact, because the center bolt screw head on the recoil is on there so tight. You just wear a vest at all times when you work on cars. Hey, that's not a bad idea. Is that our farm? It's yeah, it's our house, hobby farm. So yeah, we have chickens, some goats, some sheep, some pigs, and all kinds of toys that we are always working on around here. All right, here we are. The drill isn't gonna be, I mean, we can try. It's better than nothing, but
Yeah, flathead on drill because I was trying to find one of
right.
these sockets.
Well, actually, that might, we need a bigger flathead though.
Darn, I don't think we're done.
Because that one's so small, that'll probably bust. All right, here we are in the garage. Need a flathead drill bit. We just, yeah, and I do want it on the impact instead of just a regular drill. But a regular drill is better than just my wrist, but
Yeah, because this is bits on it. But
I'd much rather have the impact, which will go boom, 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 and bust it loose.
I can't find any bigger bits.
Right. All right, let me look over here in this toolbox.
Because I was thinking they would have one, since they have one for that holds these star ones up.
How come everything's difficult? The Phillips head will just slip. Yep, and it was. Flathead can't. Right. I'm just worried that if we use a small flathead, which is what he found, it's going to break. I've had that before. They're little and brittle. Psh, they'll just break. We need a big fat one. And I'd really like it to fit into the impact.
Because I know our impact bit, if we could find one that has a hole for, I think I just found one that has a hole.
Oh, yep. If we can find the right size socket, we can slip a bit in there.
We need big to small.
Oh, yep. There's inside that second drawer. We might be finding a combination of things here. As I was saying, though, why is everything got to be more difficult? You saw how easy it was to take the first three off, those outer three? It's like, hey, this is going to be easy. We're going to be done with this in 5 minutes. Yeah, time to organize the tools. Unfortunately, I'm not the only one who uses them. I've got 7 kids, so I put something somewhere. Doesn't mean it's going to be there the next day. Looking for a bigger screwdriver too.
I don't see any big to small.
I'm just finding the same size one so far. Oh, it's in the attachment. It's in a socket holder. It's in the bottom drawer, right? All right. See, I knew where that piece was. Never touch man's tools. Yep.
This one.
Does it fit? It fits. Okay. Now does the screwdriver bit fit there? And we need a big screwdriver fit bit. So, but the thing is, my oldest son, he does a lot of work on some of these cars around here while I'm at my day job. So he needs to use the tools. And then sometimes the younger boys, they use the tools for various reasons too.
Yep, that works.
It does work. I heard him say,
No.
no. Keep looking for another bit. Is that socket not the right size?
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep looking for a different socket. You got the bit. Let's keep looking for.
Oh, this one's a smaller bit. I don't know where the bigger one.
Oh. That ain't gonna do it. Hopefully we can find a better screwdriver socket. All right, so we're trying to find a screwdriver bit. We're trying to find a socket that will hold this.
I think I might have found one.
I've got a holder somewhere. Is it possibly in that drawer? The drawer you're looking in. Over here.
Because we got these.
All right, let me get at it. Yep. It's never easy. And somebody spilt all these. Look at that. That used to be a clean drawer. Can you guys see it there? That used to be a clean drawer. And ta-da! It's horrible.
Yeah, how?
They're all laying in the drawer. Making a mess. We should have a bit holder somewhere. Actually, that's what's on here. We got a bit holder right there. We just need a bigger bit, and I think that will seat into the impact. I mean, it might bust it if we're trying to start an engine with it, but we're not trying to start an engine. Chicken is your favorite animal. How about roosters, though? Can you say the same thing about roosters? Okay, we need a bigger flathead because that's no good.
Ducks should be your favorite animal.
Okay, so where's all of these sockets? Where are they? Where are they? Can never find anything. We're not having a whole lot of action happening here.
One.
Well, that's not that much bigger. Somebody's making some weird alien sound. That's another one of my kids. You like ducks too? Okay. Oh, that's not. No.
I love ducks. That's my favorite animal. Mallards ducks. Because they make the chirpy noise.
Okay. We almost have what we need. But yeah, like you guys have mentioned, I even printed a bunch of labels to put on these drawers. And just with paper. And we still need to cut them out and tape them. But of course, by the time we got around to it, the paper got ruined and crinkled and wet. So I got to do it again someday. I need a screwdriver bit. A big, fat screwdriver bit. I think you're in the drawer I need to be looking at over there.
You should be looking at this. But how?
I see where they should be. You know where they should be?
In that.
They should be in this thing.
Yeah.
But surprise, surprise,
there's nothing there.
they're gone. Why?
Peace out, boy.
Okay, well, the drawers are empty. Somebody used my bits and didn't put them back. We'll put that little one back. We're going to try this medium one. We did not find a big screwdriver either. If I can find a big screwdriver, that'll make it worth walking back to the hoop shed. There's a whole bunch of screwdrivers. And big ones. We have big ones. That one's a little bigger. It's kind of stubby though. All right, let's go take a walk. Got this cool car here. Hope to take it on the road before winter. Got this cool truck here. Of course, with cars and trucks, you need to be able to air the tires up. So that's why we're trying to fix the air compressor so we don't have to use this tiny thing. This is what we've been using. That thing takes forever on a truck tire. Got to recharge the batteries twice. All right, here we go. Heading back out to the hoop shed. It's a really nice day here today. Okay. You have a Kia. Okay. We don't have any Kias. We got some Ford Starliners. All right, here we are. I don't like how we have to get in the hoop shed. You got to unzip it. And the clasps way up there. I'm 6'2" and I can't reach those. I don't know how you're supposed to hold the door open. I guess you need a ladder every time you want to open the door. Okay, we are back, finally. Okay, Okay, first I'm just gonna try by hand with the big one. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. That's horrible. Why? Why? Why is it on there so hard? You're 5'6", all right. Sometimes it's not good being tall. You have to duck a lot. Like in my basement, I can't stand up fully in many parts of my basement, so I have to walk around like this when I walk through the basement. Okay, we got the itty bitty one on. How many people think we're going to break the bit? We're going to find out. Get it lined up there. Let's hope we don't just strip the bolt. I wonder, maybe I should go across the Phillips side. I wish we had a bigger bit. If this doesn't work, that's probably what I need to do next, is go look for a bigger bit. We didn't break it yet, but we twisted it. That lets you know I'm not just joking here about how hard this is to take off. We twisted the bit. Yeah, that's disappointing. You have a cat. We have, I don't know, like 17 cats or something crazy. We moved out to the country with 2 or 3 cats, and then they just kept showing up. We'd find cats on the road. Cats would show up at our door, and then they'd start having babies, and then more babies. Then the babies would have babies. This should have been easy. We're just changing a rope. Why? I need a really big bit to go on that impact. You have a baby. I don't have any babies anymore. I had 7 babies. Or are you talking about a baby cat? I don't know. I see a washcloth here. Since I have 7 kids, that means at one point I had 7 babies. They weren't all babies at the same time. Uh-oh. It's starting to rust. Uh-oh. I should have just left that be and ignored it. A baby cat. His age is 5. Yeah, they sure act like babies. Yeah. Where am I going to find a big bit? You got a big cockroach. Subtract the roach. Mathematics, yeah. All right. I am having a problem here because that bit is too small and it bends. And if I try again, it's going to either bust the bit or it's going to strip the slot on there, and then I'll never get it out without without smashing it. Why? It should have only cost a couple dollars. I don't want to have to buy a whole new recoil. You have a garden? Cool. Yeah. Our garden didn't do that good this year. It got overtaken by weeds, and I was too busy. And then they got too big, and I had too much to do. We had about 1 million tomatoes. Not that many, but it was a lot. We had a lot of tomatoes and peppers, habaneros and jalapenos. I picked about, I don't know, a giant Walmart bags full of habaneros last night and chopped them up. And right now they're in the dehydrator in the kitchen. Go in the kitchen and it smells great. It smells like spicy habaneros. That's the best. Spicy habaneros. I made the mistake of licking my fingers after slicing them all. It took 10 minutes before I could keep from like licking my lips and trying to make it stop stinging. A big snake came into your garden. Yeah, we had a couple snakes in our garden this year too. All right. We're trying to find a screwdriver bit. Okay. It's dark in here. Nope. Oh, I like this. Let's go. Let's go back. Yes, treasure. We found the treasure. Finally making progress. Let's hope that one of these works. They're not as big as I'd like, but they're bigger than that one that was on there. I guess geese too. Got a couple geese. Okay, you guys still there? I walked too close to the house and it hopped over on Wi-Fi. And then I was walking away. And it's probably dropping. There it is. There's the sad garden this year. Look at all those weeds. It's time to finish up the garden for the year. It's time to mow the weeds and till or plow the garden any day now. That's another reason I need to get the big tractor started. We got a 5-foot brush hog, but the subcompact tractor is only 18 horsepower, so it wouldn't handle a 5-foot brush hog. So I need to get the big tractor going. Unfortunately, the big tractor has so many problems. I'm back. Did you get the screw off? No. What I did find though was some larger flathead bits. So I'm just working my way back to here. There we go. All right. I think I accidentally might have dropped some of you for a while. I went too close to the house and it hopped on Wi-Fi. Okay. I wish, oh, they're all the same size. So I guess pick any one. I wish they were bigger. Okay, black rose. I love Jesus. Peace be upon him. He is a prophet sent by Allah. Come in the end times, there will be good prosperity. He will free the opposed from the world. Well, I love Jesus too. Just pick which one looks the biggest. Okay. They're all the same size though. So now the problem is, because I twisted that one, it's stuck in there. Get out. There we go. Take out the miniature one. Let's put in another one. It's, you're Muslim, okay? I'm Christian. But yeah, we're both welcome to talk to each other and be on the same stream here. Where did I put my bit holder? The one that this came from was a different one. I was hoping to find that, but I'll just put in here. It's better than putting it on the truck. There we go. Bit's back in the thing. Here, let's see what happens. Let's hope we don't wreck it. Make sure I've got the impact, not the drill. Here we go. I wish it was twice as big as it is. Nothing yet, but nothing broke yet. You're a small YouTube. Yeah, I'm pretty small too. Still trying to get past the point where I can start making money. Haven't reached that point yet. Small YouTuber, yep. All right, let's try again. Can you see? Making sure we can see. That way, if everything busts and goes all crazy, you guys see it. It didn't break. It jumped off though. Tyler, same. Yep. It seems like it's so hard to succeed at YouTube if you want to try making money. You just started last week. Okay. I've been doing it maybe like 3 years, so not too long. My recommendation is do it for the fun of it and for reasons for your own. Because if you want to do it to make money, it probably ain't gonna happen, or it'll take forever. So do it because you like doing it. Here we go again. Why is that on there so hard? We're not breaking anything yet, but it's not coming loose. There we go. Broke the bit. It's not supposed to be that hard. Dumping out the crumbs of the broken bit. It's a good thing we brought more. That's horrible. Why? Why have some cheesy little slot on there when they could have had something like that? That's not gonna strip and break. Your sister started last year. All right, good. Yeah, YouTube's fun. I mean, what's really weird is like today, or fun is use a saw to cut edges off, use a socket. That would take, there's not a lot there. See how flat it is compared to the head on this thing? This one's much taller. I don't know if I'd get enough on there. If we strip this and break it, that's possibly what we'll have to do. Get a flat screwdriver and get a tap of a hammer before you turn. Yeah, okay. See if I have some kind of hammer-like object out here, because I've got a flat screwdriver. Yeah, I got a rock we can use. We got this big stubby screwdriver. We got a new bit in there. And we've got a hammer. All right. Let's try this again here. Yeah, if we had more material, we just saw it. Like, I mean, I've got like a vibrating tool, like an oscillating saw that we could easily shave. The problem is doing that accurately to fit that. Yeah. I would probably end up sawing all the way through the plastic before I was successful. Oh, yeah. I feel it in my wrist, and I feel it right there. Why is that on so hard? And we got that on. Small handheld circular saw has more accuracy. Like, okay, like a Dremel. Okay, that makes sense. I've got one of those. Your dad has a sniper or snipper. This is very frustrating though. This should have taken 5 minutes, maybe 10. But we've been on here for 46 minutes doing this. And I'm starting to question whether we're going to get this off. I don't know. I tried going to the right just to try, and that's when I broke the bit. I tried going left and it doesn't do anything. What am I doing? We're trying to replace the recoil rope. You know what? Can I do this without taking this off? I might. So it'll take a little bit of squeezing the rope, but if we can get this old rope out, our new rope is smaller. Sniper is a gun, okay. All right, so lefty tighty, righty loosey. It might be, but I tried both ways and it won't come off. Oh, all right, let's try and pop this rope out. We're getting the rope out. Yeah. Thankfully, the new rope is skinnier because I don't think I'd ever push the new rope in here. You want to improve your English. Any advice? No, I don't have any advice because it's not a left-hand thread. Okay. Because I'm not multilingual. So you're already ahead of me. I took German in high school and junior high for like 3 years, maybe 4 at the most. I don't remember any of it. So if you can speak more than one language, you're doing great. Just keep it up. Because I can't. All right, I'm trying to get this knot. There we go. Get the knot out. I still got to pull that out a little more. There we go. All right, here comes our old rope. Okay. Yeah, see? We busted the old bit, or one of the bits, while trying to take it off. All right, where did I put my rope? Okay, we got a new rope. Now comes the hard part. So 2 questions. One, is this too long? I think it is. Because the old one was this plus this. So I think I should cut the new one to the same length as the old one. Here I thought, because I bought it and they sent 3 in a pack, I thought there was going to be 3 cut to size ones. Because then they're all melted on the end already. But nope, apparently they're not all ready to go, which in a way is good because then I get extra rope. There we go. So I'm going to hold it up next to this one. I'm not sure if you can see it. Yeah, you can see me kind of laying it out there. It is really skinny, which is going to be good for slipping it in here. As long as it's strong enough, and it seems strong enough. We're going to replace it with a different rope here. All right, so I need to cut it here. And guess what? Because I'm not in the garage that has all the tools, and I didn't think I was going to have to cut a rope today. All right, we're going to put it on that thing if we can get it fixed. Doesn't look like it can handle a good yank, especially after it gets rained on. and then the sun bakes it, it's going to get brittle. I guess that's what I get for buying the cheapest rope out there. But hey, we got more if it breaks. And because we can't take that center bolt out, because I don't know, Hulk Hogan put it on. That's what happened. Hulk Hogan put that on, and yeah, we can't get it off. So I think I'm glad we got a skinny rope, because we're going to be trying to push it in between the frame of that thing and the recoil mechanism. Just walking to get a cutters here to cut our rope. I'm not going to try chewing it. If I tried chewing that rope, we'd be here for the next day. So we'll just take the 2 minutes to come and get our cutters. There we go. Set you down. There's our rope. And looking for cutters. There we go. Let's see if this will cut it. It's not the best, but it works. All right. Let's head back out to the hoop shed. There we go. It's a really nice sunny day out here today. It's probably about 70 right now. Not a cloud in the sky. No wind. Maybe a little bit of a breeze, but not much. It's awesome. It's really nice out. Great day for getting outside and doing stuff. Hopefully I don't have to go to work. I am on call this weekend, so they could call me any minute now. Hopefully not. I did get called at 4:40 in the morning yesterday. Had to drive a 2-hour drive north in the fog, in the dark. It's night where you are? Okay. It's really nice out here. You don't like pull ropes anyway. Yeah. Starter would have been better. But it doesn't have the option for a starter. There it is. It's a Honda, I think. What's it say here? Honda GX something 60, 160 maybe. So yeah, I had to work 5 hours yesterday morning, early morning. I got my ropes tangled somehow. So hopefully that's it for getting called out for the weekend. Hopefully I get all day today to play. All right, so I'm going to try and feed this through our hole here. That's a little tricky, especially now that the end is frayed. I don't have a lighter out here to melt the end with. Actually, yeah, that's a good point. I need to feed it through here. That wouldn't have been good not feeding it through there. I could have untied the other end, but that actually makes it easier. Except for that end. Look at it. It's getting worse. It's getting worse by the second. Doesn't help. Here it comes. Here it comes. I should have brought a needle nose out, but oh, we got it. We got it. Get in. You know, was this what I was just supposed to do the whole time? Was I even supposed to take that off, or was I just supposed to do this? We got to wind it though somehow. So I think we were supposed to take that off. Sometimes it pays to look up how to do something before you do it. I didn't this time. It's been years since I replaced one of these, and I was like, it can't be that bad. It's just replacing a rope. Hey, Arsh, what's up? There we go. We're hopefully finally having success here. You just do an extra step without thinking, but it works. Yeah, I think we're getting it. So now we got it on. Now we need to wind it somehow. I don't like how much I left sticking out too. And of course I didn't bring the cutters with me. Let's make that knot a little smaller. Otherwise it's going to get tangled up in something. It shouldn't, but it might. Let's make our knot just so we don't have as much dangling out. It's getting kind of hot here in the hoop shed. It has vents up on the doors, but I can't reach them. Kind of weird. I guess that's what you get for using a big tent as a garage. It was cheap. I know at some point it's gonna degrade and then we'll have to replace it. But all right, Taylor. See ya. Thanks for watching. Um, I think I'm gonna have success here. But yeah, you have a good day. All right, got a square knot plus an extra because I don't want it pulling loose from the inside because that wouldn't be fun either. That'd be just as bad as the rope breaking because then it'll just fly out. Okay, so now we got that on there. Let's do that. Get that up. Let's try winding this. I'm just kind of guessing right now because we're not doing it the right way. So we're just making it up as we go. All right, Assad, bye. Thanks for joining. You should have to rotate 2 or 3 turns clockwise before you put cord through plastic piece. Yeah, maybe. That way it gets tension on it. Okay. Let me just try this for a second and then we'll undo it and do what you're saying. Yep. I'm getting it wound around this way. This might do the same thing. If not, yep, we'll wind it, then feed it through there. Hopefully I made the string long enough. Don't want a knot in here. There we go. All right, let's keep going. Feed this back in. All right. See you another stream if you do one. All right. Sounds like a plan, Assad. Okay, I just need that handle to stay put for a minute. Let's keep wrapping this around. I think it's going to look pretty decent once we get around one more rotation. And then we can try pulling it and see what happens. Okay, we're getting there. Think we can get around one more time? Let's give it a try. I think it's going to work. Man, that was a pain. Just because we couldn't get that off. Unless we're not supposed to take it off. It's going easier now. Oh, this is looking good. Oh, that looks like perfect, like it's meant to be. Yeah. All right. Let's put it on. Man. Put our socket back in the impact. Grab our bolts here. Let's head on over to the air compressor. Okay, there's my other two bolts. All right, let's head them down. A little bit shaky, but there we go. Okay, so at least they got words on here so we know how it's supposed to line up. Let's get them finger started. We don't need to impact them in before we know that the threads are correct. Okay, one is on, and then we can see if this will start. It's been at least 2 months since that rope broke. Honestly, I don't think I need to impact it on. I'm just gonna crank them tight. There we go. Okay, let's see if this thing starts. It's starting to get hot in here. All right, put you up high again. Yeah, we got fuel. On-off switch is on. Checking the oil. Yep, we're good. Got oil. Let's turn the choke on and give this a try. I'm gonna turn it because otherwise I'll hit the hoop jack. We'll turn it right there. Okay, fuel is already on. The fuel's been on the whole time. Choke on. Here we go. Place our broken roll. Oh yeah, awesome. Smells like old gas. That thing hasn't been started in like 2 months. Now it works again. Good. That thing's nice and handy. It's a gas-powered air compressor. It's not fun to wheel around though. It's like a wheelbarrow style, and it's like got a really tiny wheel on the front, and then the handles are tiny. So you got to walk around like this to wheel it around. I'd love to somehow figure out how to fix that and make that easier to wheel around. Yeah. Should we try starting this jumping jack? I don't think it's going to start. It's got problems. We'll just give it a 1 or 2 tries here. I don't think it's going to start. We've got gas. This is a 2-stroke. Okay. And I need to open the vent on top of the gas cap and open the fuel. Oh, it's already open. So there should be gas in the carb bowl. Choke is on. That lever's on. All right, I'm gonna have to stand. Oh, that hoop shed's in the way again. Let's turn it. Okay, make sure you guys can see it here. It works, but it's really picky getting it started. All right, then here's the throttle. Let's put the throttle up and make sure I'm not gonna hit my arm on the wall here. All right. Ooh, it almost started. Whoa. It's like you can't turn it off once it gets going. It works. Awesome. Hi, Tanner. Thanks for joining. We got the recoil rope replaced on the air compressor, and the jumping jack works. And we got a bunch of flies in the ceiling. You know what? I think those flies might die because now we got a whole bunch of fumes in here from that two-stroke engine. Woo-wee! We're smoking the hoop shed, smoking it out. Let's close this zipper so all those flies breathe all that smoke and die. All right, so if I want to continue ground pounding that gravel in there, we're gonna have to open up both sides of the hoop shed. That thing is smoky. Excellent. Well, great. If that recoil rope would have gone a little faster, I was maybe going to try working on the bowlines here. The other day, we tried pulling this bowlines out, and the steering stopped working. And thankfully, Tanner pointed out, oh, it could be like the tie rod. And so we looked underneath. And I didn't break the steering shaft. Instead, that right there, that popped out. So I was going to use a bumper jack, raise up the front end and see if we can get that back in place and secure it. But I think it's lunchtime right now. I've been on for an hour replacing that recoil rope, which means I think it's got to be getting close to lunchtime. So I think I'm going to let you guys go for now. I had some success this morning replacing that rope. It's a great day out here. There's a lot more projects going. I might make another live stream. I might not, depending on what I'm doing. I'm hoping to start the big tractor today. And that thing takes a lot of concentration and 2 hands, 2 feet to make sure I don't crash into cars or the hoop shed or who knows what else. It's old, it's big, it's bent, there's no power steering, it's heavy, everything's crooked on it. That thing's hard to drive. So I can't be holding the phone while doing that. Okay, there we go. You guys have a great Sunday. Thanks for watching today. Just keep your eye out for additional videos. I'm sure I'll do some. Have a good one.